So I know in the previous episode of this series, I said I'm going to try and upload one a day. I technically missed that, but I didn't upload anything else in between. I just didn't upload any videos yesterday because I had a lot going on in real life and I was just a little bit too busy. So we are continuing the trend and I don't think I broke it. I think we're going to still say this is the 5th iteration of upcoming mods that we have uploaded in a row. I'm trying to see how many days of this we can get. I'm going to shoot for 10. I don't know if that's realistic or even possible, but regardless, I think that's a pretty good goal to set for the series. So let's set another goal. This is not something I normally do on my channel, but on the last episode we hit 500 likes. Can we break that on this episode? I'll kind of check back as I start recording the follow-up episode to this one and we'll see if we can continue to break that goal. Obviously eventually it's not going to work, but hey, there's a lot of you watching. Leave a like if you want to. With all that being said, let's just jump right into it. So the first weapon mod I will show you in today's episode is actually going to be an update to an existing one. That's going to be an update to the Bozar. This is a rifle that did appear in Fallout 2 as well as in Fallout New Vegas through the Gunrunner's Arsenal DLC. I did show you some work in progress pictures of this one before it was released. Well, now it has since been released and we are getting some texture updates and some basically new variants of it in the world with this new update. The two things you are seeing right now is one, a new standard texture, that being the kind of light or white version of it. This is just going to be an upgrade over the original textures that do come on the gun right now. In addition to that, we're also going to get a new custom army variant, which is going to be that green texture right there. On some of the other images, you can see it does have an army star on the side, and I think it actually looks quite cool, as well as it also looks like some of the lower receiver and the handguard is also going to get some color customization options. Seems like you could switch between brown and black on that, which is always nice to see. It's definitely good to have more customizability as compared to less. Do you guys remember a few episodes ago when I showed you something called a nailgun? There's no real context to the image, just the word nailgun. You guys ripped me apart in the comments telling me how this actually wasn't a nailgun, it's actually an SMG. That was in a video game, I think, or something like that, that Doom is working on. Well, today I gladly do say that all of you can go fuck yourselves, because I was right, not really, but let's just say that I was Messiah and somehow in me I knew that this was coming. Regardless, the latest update to the nailgun does show that there's going to be a special variant of it that is going to straight up shoot nails. I think that's a really cool concept. Hopefully you guys do agree with me. Obviously an SMG in Fallout 4 in general is a pretty cool concept, but one that shoots nails is just a little bit more special. This is definitely a gun that's going to have that kind of thrown together vibe in it, which fits perfectly in Fallout 4 and one that I'm particularly excited for. So taking a break from some projectile-based weapon mods, we are moving on to a remake of the Super Sledge, that in the Super Sledge Classic by FlipDark95. The Super Sledge is one of those weapons that's found itself in a number of different Fallout games, appearing in both Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Fallout New Vegas, although the Fallout 4 variant did undergo a bit of a aesthetic change. Now it kind of has rockets on the back of it and it just looks totally different. Well, what this mod is going to aim to do is re-add in the Super Sledge Classic from Fallout 3 and New Vegas. In both of those games, it did appear exactly the same, but actually a little bit more than that. It's also going to have a few modifications, making it a bit of a more custom hammer. One of those is going to be the Brotherhood Super Sledge from Fallout 1, and the other one he does mention is a Reinhardt-inspired hammer, Reinhardt being the character from Overwatch. I think that's really cool. I think it's a good way to take a mod that otherwise is only relatively minor and really make it a much cooler mod. Melee weapons in general don't get too much attention, but really adding in, one, the nostalgia factor of Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and then on top of that, a few cool weapon mods that are going to make it really stand out is a great way to get this a lot of downloads, and I'm definitely on the list of people that will be downloading this one. So next up, we do have another update to the Ruger SR556. This is a mod aiming to add in this AR-15 based rifle, as you can see right here. We do have a new first-person screenshot of it, which it looks really cool in this screenshot. This is definitely getting me excited for it. I think this one has updated textures versus the last first-person screenshot we have seen of it. I'm still waiting for the kind of animation and sound video that is invariably going to be coming relatively shortly. There are a number of people working on this, although most recently we found out Hyper is working on it, and he's made quite a few really high-quality weapon mods in the past. But this one, again, definitely looking promising. So last but certainly not least, we have an update to the TS51, basically being a Redux version of that. This is a mod that's currently in development by Sovereign Walrus. He did release this mod and it was a huge success on release. It's a very high quality power armor mod that you can download right now. I'm sure a lot of you have downloaded it. Both this and his submersible power armor are getting Redux versions of them. By that, basically, he is going through and updating a ton of the different aspects of these two armors and adding in a bunch of new features. Some of the features we do know right now, first and foremost, you can see those crystals. Those are black black soul crystals. He does say that's going to be a part of this new update. I'm not really sure how. I imagine it's going to be similar to how the Tesla coils work on some other armors in Fallout 4. He also does say he might add in a new weapon as well as updating some of the different textures and then some new textures in addition to that. As you can see from these images, the fur as well as the helmet itself is changed to a more updated, in my eyes, a much nicer looking version. All around, I think this is definitely going to be a pretty big improvement to an already very good armor. Plus, I really like some of the more unique touches he is adding in, especially with those black soul crystals. I think that's just a very cool thing, bringing an aspect of Skyrim into Fallout 4 that fits the theme of this armor very nicely. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one though, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. As always, in the comments down below, tell me which of these was your favorite. Personally, I think I'm most excited for the update to the TS51. I really like that power armor. It's one of my favorite power armors right now, and I think an update to it will make a pretty big difference, especially with some of the features it does seem like it's going to be adding. But that's it again. As always, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.